Welcome to my Hebrew channel, Miel Hebraica, a study of the Hebrew language, grammar, and we're using a very old codex for this, a very old manuscript, 1,100 years old, and we're looking at Ruth 1 verses 10 and 11. Still in the section of dialogue between Naomi and the two Moabite women. And so we got singular nouns and plural nouns, they're feminine nouns here. And we have a reference now. Naomi begins an argument based on just a theoretical premise or on something that may or may not happen. And so she's postulating some things here. It's not really coming to anything. When you start to do your own solutions, you come up with crazy solutions. So that's what's happening here. Do it on your own way. Things get kind of funny. So that's what's happening here. It starts. She's putting forward an argument that very highly just not going to work out. So let's look to it. And I can say this: when we try it our own way, things aren't going to work out. When we do it the Lord's way, things will somehow work out. So let's get to the study. Ruth 1 verses 10 and 11. I have two verses here, because verse 10 is a little bit short and just simply something that Naomi says, and then it goes straight. Most of the study will be on verse 11. A little bit of a stain on the manuscript here makes this one a little bit hard to look at it very carefully. You'll be able to see what's behind the stain here. Could have been moisture, could have been an insect or something. Just think of it. This scroll's been sitting on the shelves, or hopefully well guarded, for the last 1,100 years. So at some point, yeah, something got on there and stained it. So, well, looking at Ruth 1 verses 10 and 11, and verse 9 ends with a very nice siluk sof pasuk, and so this is the start then of our verse. And va tomerna, and then they said. So this is a feminine start. Both prefix and suffix are feminine. This one's the plural then, and then they said. Okay, tomarna, accent tomarna. So the accent's coming right in the middle here. Tomarna lach, to her. Okay, so this is an introduction to a direct discourse, and then they said to her, ki, because itach, with you, itach, that's with. Whenever it's you see ascetic or segolaki here, this is what would be an object marker, but this one's no. This one is with. This is a preposition with. Itach, with you. Feminine second person feminine pronoun suffixed on the end of this. Itach, with you. Nashav, we return. So this is first person plural, prefix form of nashuv. Okay, nashuv, we return. Nashuv, le, lam, mech. Okay, to your people. The root here is ayin mem, and then the kaf is the same kaf as we have over here. To your people. Second person feminine ending suffix pronoun here of to your people, to your people. And here we do have a sof or a siluk, no sof pasuk, but it is the end of verse 10 right about here. It was split by the atna right here. That's about halfway through the passage. And so it's a very short passage of only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. So siluk ends it up here, no sof pasuk, but it is ending up with the verse 10 here. And starting verse 11, va tomer, okay, and then she said, same feminine start, but a singular ending. Actually, there's no ending here, it's just simply a prefix form of it. Okay, va tomer, and she said, Naomi said, okay, this is Naomi, and this is what she's saying here. You're going to have that. You're going to have quotation marks in the English passage right here. The Hebrew doesn't use quotation marks. You just simply understand that's what she's saying after you hear the word tomar. Tomar. So, tomar Naomi, Shovna, return. And hortatory, okay, do it, please. Shovna, imperative. Benotai, my daughters, okay, this is Bat would be a singular daughter. Bati would be my daughter. We'll see it later on with Boaz calling Ruth that name or that title. And here we have Banotai, my daughters. Okay, my daughters. Return, my daughters. Lama, why? Okay, Lama, why? Telachena, why do you walk? Okay, this is a plural then. Why are you walking? The hay that's in front of the lamed here has been assimilated, gone through a pharisee, and so in its place we have the tau. Why are you walking? Imi, with me. Now this is with me. That's the preposition with, and then you have the hirik yod, just me. So that's the subject. Now at the end of one of the last, not the last one, the previous one, it said imadi, and then that means there's something happening with me, but here's side by side, so it's a little bit different thing, even though it's with, same thing as with. So imi, with me, and then we have hey, atef pata. So this is the Mashara does help us a little bit here, telling us this was a question. Okay, so ha'od, is there a gain? Another time. Okay, ha'od li, for me. Banim, sons. Do I have sons again? Would I have sons again? It's a question. Okay. Theoretical question, postulation. That's probably highly unlikely, but she's bringing that forward. So, is there again sons for me, Lee? For me, Mea, in my womb. Okay, Mea is the insides. Simply means the insides of a person. So best way to translate that, since we're talking about Banim, talking about her womb, then it's simply her insides, but the womb is the part that would have sons. Would have sons. Bimea, hayu, and they would be. Okay, lachem, to you, and again a masculine masculine suffix pronoun here, but still talking to the two girls, and we know that even the masculine forms can be used for feminine, and that's what's happened here. Okay, so to you, it's still a rhetorical question. To you, le anashim, for husbands. Okay, for men. Now we're starting to see all of the structures of ish, isha, anashim, ishto, eshet, and all of those good things in the structure of the person, the men. Okay, and this is plural then, as men. They would be men, or they would be husbands to you. Now, one of the reasons I had suggested that we're talking about Jericho is that what if I would be, again, having in my womb and somebody, sons who would become your husbands, that would have to be in a place where she could find a husband. And along the way, Jericho, of course, is one of the major cities on the path. So looking for a husband, looking in Jericho. And Jericho is also the place where the whole event with Rahab took place. And so it's a transition point. It's a place where important things happen. And so when you get to that spot, you have to make a decision. The passage is very interesting in that it's an argument that's running back and forth. But the whole matter is, where does your focus come in life here? And Naomi is saying, you have to focus towards the future, and that means finding husbands for yourself. And if you're looking to me for the husbands, forget it. Okay, getting old, not really possible to be with a man, and you're not going to sit around the 20 years it takes for a child to grow into a husband. That's not going to happen. So when we have problems and when we have difficulties in our lives, sometimes we're looking for theoretical and nonsensical solutions, and that's what's happening here. If you're going to try to sort out your life based on your own opinions, on your own plans, on the way you might want to do it, things basically turn into nonsense, and that's sort of what's happening here. She's proposing something, having a husband and having children. No, that's not going to work. The next few verses continue this thread, and they're also just as interesting as this one. But this does tell us something very important as to what's happening in our passage. Looking to your own strength, looking to your own solutions and stuff, it's going to turn out badly. Looking to the Lord will provide, and then that's what we see when the Lord provides a redeemer in Boaz, when the Lord provides food for them, provides the husband, and Boaz, of course, marries Ruth and provides the child as well, Obed. So if you're looking for your own solutions, things are probably going to get messed up. If you look to the Lord for the solutions in your lives, the Lord will provide and will work out things for you. So come to the Lord, place your trust and place your focus on the will of the Lord, and the Lord will open the way for you in some way. Might say no for quite a while, but in some ways the Lord does provide for his people. So God bless and God strengthen you in this day. Until the next time.